Welcome back. Yet another lecture of SM online class. In this class, we are going to discuss a new interesting content. This is three-dimensional geometry, or it is simply known as 3D. Okay, and in this class, we are going to discuss its introduction. Second one is coordinate axis and coordinate planes, and third one is coordinate of a point. Okay, so let us start. So first, what is 3D? So it is the branch of mathematics in which we studied all concept of geometry by the rule of algebra. Okay, so it is a branch of mathematics. It is the branch of mathematics is the branch of mathematics in which we studied all concepts of geometry by rule of algebra. So why we need 3D? Okay, so first thing is that the point P, the position of the point P can be determined on this plane. Let us, this green board is a plane. Okay, so if we locate the point P on this plane, okay, so first आमको जानिबा को हबो एही P पॉइंट रो x कोऑर्डिनेट and y कोऑर्डिनेट. Okay, if we have x coordinate and y coordinate and its reference to its two axes, this is x axis and this is y axis, and these two axes are meet at a point O. So we locate the point P on this plane or xy plane. Okay, a P point of position ता केते बेले जणा पड़िबो जदि हमें पॉइंट P रो कोऑर्डिनेट ओके आ यार रेफरेंस रे x एक्सिस आ y एक्सिस and this x axis and y axis are two mutually perpendicular axis. Okay, ताहले आमे ई पॉइंट P को हमें कोन करि परिबा लोकेट करि परिबा और यार पोजीशन ता हमें दे परिबा. Okay, so if we locate the point P on space, जदि हमें ई P पॉइंट को जदि हमें स्पेस रे लोकेट करबा को जाउ छे ताहले x axis and y axis are not sufficient to locate the point P. We need three axes. Okay, we need three axes. This is x axis. Okay, point P is on space, means what? It is an hanging position. Suppose this is the point P. Suppose this is the point P. Okay, this part of chalk, let us consider this is point P. Okay, here the point P is on the xy plane. This is the green board. Okay, and it is the point P. Let us, it is the point P in hanging position and it is in space. Okay, ताहले एही पॉइंट P को लोकेट करबा को हेले x axis, okay, y axis and आगोटे axis रो हेल्प नवा को पड़िबो. Okay, again, if we locate the point P in space, then x axis, y axis and z axis बुझिबा को चेष्टा करो. Okay, एटा जेहेतु टू डायमेंशनल ज्योमेट्री टिके डिफिकल्ट हबो माने बुझिबा को बुझियोले माने इजी लागो देखो दिस इज x axis okay and this is y axis so the point p is on plane so the point p is on plane this is xy plane let us consider suppose this is x axis this is y axis and this is z axis okay another axis is what z axis then we locate the point p in space so we need three axes to locate the point p in space this is x axis y axis and z axis okay so the position of the point P, the position of the point P can be determined okay can be determined if x and y coordinates if x and y coordinate with reference to two mutually perpendicular axes x and y axis are known okay जदि x कोऑर्डिनेट और y कोऑर्डिनेट और एही x और y कोऑर्डिनेट रो रेफरेंस रे दुईटी म्यूचुअली परपेंडिकुलर एक्सिस दिस इज x एक्सिस एंड y एक्सिस जदि हमकु जणा अछि ताहले आमे ही पॉइंट p को कोन प्लेन रे लोकेट करि पारिबा द पोजीशन ऑफ द पॉइंट p कैन बी डिटरमाइंड ऑन ए प्लेन लिखि दबा ओके ऑन ए प्लेन if x and y coordinate with reference to two mutually perpendicular axes x and y axis are known okay if we locate the point p in space okay in space x axis and y axis are insufficient okay so we need three axes such as x y and z axis so if we locate a point p on space okay then we need three axes this is x axis y axis and z axis now second point is coordinates axis and coordinate plane best example of three axis that is x axis and y axis and z axis meet at a point is what निज घर जो रूम टा अछि रूम रो कॉर्नर को देखिबो ओके x axis y axis and z axis and these three axes are meet at a point, and that point is known as what? Origin. Now, second point, coordinate axis and coordinate plane. Coordinate axis and coordinate plane. Okay. Now, consider three lines, and these three lines are mutually perpendicular. Suppose consider three lines Suppose this is a line x o x dash. This is a line, okay, and another line, this is y o y dash, okay, and another line, this is z o z dash. Okay, let us consider three lines, this line, and this line, okay, and these three lines are mutually perpendicular lines. That means what? तीन जन perpendicular ହେଇକି ଅଛନ୍ତି, ମାନେ this line is perpendicular to y o y dash, z o z dash is perpendicular to y o y dash, and z o z dash is also perpendicular to x o x dash. Okay, means these three lines are mutually perpendicular lines, and let us three lines meet at a point O. Okay, let us consider three lines meet at a point O, and that point O is known as origin. Okay, so first point, let us consider three mutually perpendicular lines meet at a point O. Okay, meet at a point O. Okay, and O is called origin. Okay, and these three lines are called coordinate axis. Okay, these three lines are called coordinate axis. These three lines, x o x dash, y o y dash, okay, and z o z dash are called rectangular coordinate axis. हमें कहबा, okay, it's called, because they are perpendicular. Okay, so we call rectangular coordinate axis. Okay, and these three rectangular coordinate axes determined by three plane. This is x o y, okay, then y o z, okay, and z o x. Okay, this plane x, this plane, okay, x o y and y o z, okay, and z o x. Okay, these three coordinate axes this axis determine three coordinate planes that is x o y, y o z and z o x. Okay, this axis determine three coordinate planes that is x o y, y o z and z o x. आपको हमें कहबा कोन xy plane, yz plane और zx plane. Okay, that is xy, yz and zx. Okay, x o y that is xy, y o z this is yz and z o x this is zx. So this axis determine three coordinate planes that is x o y, y o z and z o x, and these three coordinate planes is known as rectangular coordinate plane. Okay, this x y, yz and zx plane known as rectangular coordinate planes. Rectangular coordinate planes. Okay, and these three rectangular coordinate planes divided this into eight parts. Okay, and each part is known as what? Octant. Okay, this divide 8 parts called octant. Okay, so this is all about coordinate axis and coordinate planes. There are three lines, they are perpendicular, and these three perpendicular lines meet at a point O. That point is known as origin, and these three axes is known as what? Coordinate axis or rectangular coordinate axis. Now these three axes can be determined by three planes. This is xy plane, yz plane and zx plane, and this plane is known as rectangular coordinate planes. Okay, and these planes divided the space into 8 parts. Okay, and that parts is known as what? Octant. Okay, so this is all about coordinate axis and coordinate planes. Next we move to the point coordinates of a point. Coordinate of a point. So गोटे पॉइंट रो कोऑर्डिनेट. ओके, जदि पॉइंट टा xy प्लेन रे अछि ताहले हमें कोन x कोऑर्डिनेट आ y कोऑर्डिनेट द्वारा ताको डिनोटेट करबा, आ ताको हमें कोन गोटे ऑर्डर पेयर रे डिनोटेट करबा. ओके, सपोज पॉइंट p जदि xy प्लेन रे अछि, दिस इज द ऑर्डर पेयर. ओके, this is denoted by the point p. This is x coordinate and this is y coordinate. यदि पॉइंट टा स्पेस रे अछि ताहले कौन कहा था को x y z. This is x axis, y axis and z axis. So this is the coordinate of the point P and this is called triplet ordered pair. Okay, triplet ordered pair. So the point is determined by the triplet ordered pair. Coordinate of the point is determined by what? Triplet ordered pair. Okay, first one is what? Coordinate of a point in space can be determined by triplet ordered pair. Triplet ordered pair, that is P of x, y, z. Okay, so यार definition टा कौन हो? Coordinate of a point means what? Okay, so suppose this is x axis and this is y axis and suppose it is origin. First consider a plane. Okay, now P point अच्छी x y ऊपर तार कोऑर्डिनेट कौन x y. Okay, so origin रू आमे P point रू गोटे यदि परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस ड्रॉप करबा यदि आमे x एक्सिस ऊपर है P point मु कोन कोन कर देली गोटे परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस ड्रॉप कर देली x एक्सिस ऊपर है. Then this distance, okay, this distance is known as what? X. Okay, like this, if we drop a perpendicular on y axis and origin रो एक distance का केते हबो, let it is y. So आमे ए p रो कोऑर्डिनेट दे पारबा कोन x y. The coordinate of p कोन होइबो x y. Let us consider an example. Suppose p रो कोऑर्डिनेट 3 2 अछि. यार मीनिंग ता कोन x एक्सिस रे हमें 3 यूनिट नबा. ओके, एंड y एक्सिस रे हमें यदि 2 यूनिट नउछि ताहले ए p पॉइंट रो कोऑर्डिनेट को हमें कोन डिनोटेट करि पारबा. दिस इज द पॉइंट p. ओके, दिस इज 3 यूनिट and this is 2 units. This is 3 unit and this is 2 unit. ताहले p रो कोऑर्डिनेट कोन होइबो 3 2. तारो x कोऑर्डिनेट होइबो 3 यूनिट, y कोऑर्डिनेट होइबो 2 यूनिट. तो हमें कोन करूचे सिंपली p रु जदी हमें गोटे परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस ड्रॉप कर दबा x एक्सिस ऊपर है, जो ओरिजिन रु से जो डिस्टेंस ता रहिबो, ओके, ताकू हमें कहबा कोन x कोऑर्डिनेट. p रु जदी गोटे परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉप कर दबा y एक्सिस ऊपर है ताहले ओरिजिन रु सही पॉइंट फुट ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉप फ्रॉम द पॉइंट p को कहबा कोन y कोऑर्डिनेट. लाइक दिस, जदी हमें z एक्सिस z p पॉइंट रु z एक्सिस ऊपर जदी गोटे परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉप करूछे ताहले y पॉइंट रु से जो पॉइंट को टच करबो दैट इज द फुट ऑफ द परपेंडिकुलर. ओके, सही डिस्टेंस को हम कहबा कोन z कोऑर्डिनेट. ओके, तो सिंपली यार जो हम डेफिनेशन लिखिबा ताले डेफिनेशन ता कोन होबो, दिस इज द डिस्टेंस. ओके, कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ ए पॉइंट is the distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular draw from the point on respective coordinate axis. ओके सही पॉइंट रु जदी हमें x एक्सिस ऊपर जदी गुटे परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ करूछे ताले x एक्सिस ऊपर जो पॉइंट रे से लाइन टा टच करबो ओरिजिन रु सही पॉइंट और डिस्टेंस को कहबा हमें x कोऑर्डिनेट सही पॉइंट रु जदी हमें y एक्सिस ऊपर जदी गुटे परपेंडिकुलर ड्रॉ करूछे ताले जो पॉइंट रे मीट करो ताको हमें कहबा कोन फुट ऑफ द perpendicular drop from the point P on y axis and the distance between that point and origin is known as what? Y coordinate. And if we drop a perpendicular from the point P on z axis, then it meet at a point on z axis and the distance between origin and that point is known as what? Z coordinate. Okay. So it is the definition of coordinate of a point. That means coordinate of a point is the distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular drop from the point on respective coordinate axis. That is x axis, y axis and z axis. Now suppose जो x एक्सिस y एक्सिस z एक्सिस अछि हमें याकू x y z करले भी हबो याकू x y z करले भी हबो डोंट बी कंफ्यूज ओके सो x y and z okay and let it is the point P okay and its coordinate is what x y and z okay and these three axes meet at a point what o origin okay so a point is on x axis suppose it is a point so जदि पॉइंट ए जदि x एक्सिस ऊपर रहिबो ताहले कोऑर्डिनेट कोन होबो दिस इज द पॉइंट दिस पॉइंट इज ऑन व्हाट x एक्सिस सो यार कोऑर्डिनेट केते हिबो x 0 0 because it is on x axis okay and it is the perpendicular distance it is the distance from origin okay which it is the distance of the perpendicular distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular draw from the point P okay so this is x this length is what x so ero coordinate kon hoibo x 0 0 okay now this is point B this is C D okay and it is E let us consider. Now, here the C point is on y-axis. Means what? Coordinate of C is what? 0, y, 0. It is the distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular draw on y-axis. Okay, and the point E on z-axis means it is the distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular draw from the point P on z-axis, and this is distance is what? Z. So it is the coordinate 0, 0, z. Okay, so A point जेहेतु x axis ऊपर अछि तार कोऑर्डिनेट कोन होइबो x 0 0 because it is the distance. Okay, it is the distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular draw from the point P on x axis. Okay, and this distance is known as what? This is y because it is the distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular draw from the point P on y-axis. Okay, and it is z. So A ro coordinate he jibo x 0 0. Okay, suppose it is f and it is A. तो A रो कोऑर्डिनेट हेला कोन x 0 0. C रो कोऑर्डिनेट हेला कोन 0 y 0. Okay, E रो कोऑर्डिनेट हेला कोन 0 0 z. Now here the point B is on xy plane. B is on what? xy plane. जेहेतु ये xy plane ऊपर अछि ताहले यार z कोऑर्डिनेट कोन 0, ताहले यार कोऑर्डिनेट कोन हेबो x y 0. Okay, now the point F is on xz plane, so its y coordinate is 0, so this coordinate is given by x 0 and z. Okay, and D is on yz plane. Okay, so its coordinate is given by what? 0 y z. Okay, and origin का coordinate कौन 0 0 0. Okay, now here the point P is on space. A P point टा कौन space ऊपर अछि. Okay, so यार कोऑर्डिनेट कौन जिवो x एक्सिस ऊपर अछि, y एक्सिस ऊपर अछि और z एक्सिस ऊपर अछि. तो यार कोऑर्डिनेट जिवो x y z. Okay, so here coordinate of origin है जो कौन 0 0 0. A रो कोऑर्डिनेट कौन हो जेतु x एक्सिस ऊपर अछि ये जो कौन x 0 0, and it is the distance from origin to the feet of the perpendicular. Okay, to the feet of the perpendicular draw from the P point. Now B रो कोऑर्डिनेट कोन अछि x y 0. C रो कोऑर्डिनेट 0 y 0. D रो कोऑर्डिनेट अछि कोन 0 y z. E रो कोऑर्डिनेट अछि 0 0 z. Okay, F रो कोऑर्डिनेट होबो x 0 z. Okay, and the coordinate of P is what? X y z. Okay, so this is the coordinates, okay, of a cube. This is a cube. Okay, now this is all about coordinate of a point. Okay, आ गोटे पॉइंट अछि कोन द इक्वेशन ऑफ xy प्लेन एटा हम प्लेन डिटेल्स रे पढिबा इक्वेशन ऑफ xy प्लेन ओके इक्वेशन ऑफ xy प्लेन इक्वल टू z इक्वल टू 0 एटा हम डिटेल्स रे पढिबा प्लेन जेतेला हम स्टडी करबा नेक्स्ट इक्वेशन ऑफ zx प्लेन this is y equal to 0 okay and equation of yz plane this is x equal to 0 okay so this is all about coordinate of a point okay in this class we are discuss its introduction second one coordinate axis and coordinate planes and coordinate of a point okay in the next class we are discuss some important formula on three dimensional geometry okay so till that take care and thanks to all of you.